5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of The Worst Movie Ever Made is brought to you by Unexpected Boners. You never know when they're gonna pop up, and when they do, you're powerless to subdue them. Be careful out there, folks.
How did you do that?
Get your hands up! Get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! Put your hands where I can see them! Give me the money! Stay there!
Did you freeze, Chris?
Give me the money! Come on! Fucking hurry up! Stay there!
Don't fuck with me there.
Hurry up! Other side! Other side! Come on!
All right.
Hello, welcome to The Worst Movie Ever Made. An experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind: to find the worst movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris. I'm joined by my co-host, fellow mad scientist Rob Scucci and Bob Hasek. Hey guys, how are you? And why are we doing Prisoners of the Ghostland?
I'm great. We did not have a problematic false start for like the millionth week in a fucking row. I'm feeling great because the rage is going to come through in the form of Cage. Like you said, we are doing Prisoners of the Ghostland, which is a neo-noir Wild West sci-fi post-apocalyptic samurai western in which Nicolas Cage is part Mad Max and part Snake Plissken. Hi, Bob. How are you?
Well, I'd be doing better if I wasn't trying to run this game bar thing to see if I could. It is now taken over my computer, and I can't get any of my windows to work.
Oh,
so I'm going to try to cancel that while you lead me into my thing that I'm supposed to do.
Yes. And then after that, let's not fuck around with any more buttons because this is the show. This is the final cut. I am not doing any edits. Bob,
listen,
explanation.
if you want to fuck with any kind of button, make it the subscribe button.
Yes, at www.theworstmovieevermade.com.
You definitely fuck with that, but
Bob, it's time for the best explanation.
Yes. I need that shit up.
Bob?
Bob?
All right.
I just opened my phone because I have it on my email, so fuck this computer. All right, so this movie is called something about prisoners in a ghostland, and here's my alliteration to that. This is a treacherous tale told targeting a tyrant with twisted testicle TNT, a tormented town trek, and a true tribal takedown.
Treacherous tale told targeting a tyrant with twisted testicle, TNT, a tormented town, trek, and a true tribal takedown?
Yeah, that's about right.
All right.
So we have our two intro main characters, our hero and Psycho, which was Nick Cage as hero and his accomplice. They attempt a bank robbery, and Psycho kills a bunch of innocents, including a small kid. And then both of them are jailed, we assume. Psycho ends up in some kind of nuclear accident, while Hero is offered the chance to help the governor to retrieve one of his sex slaves, Bernice. That's, according to what I read, that's what she was, because I couldn't figure it out.
I think Hero,
Hero has explosives strapped to him and is asked to take this journey in exchange for, I don't know. Did they ever say what it was in exchange for?
It was in exchange for not getting his testicles blown off.
But
how did he get him in the suit? There was no offer.
What I assume is that he was imprisoned, and it was basically like, "Hey, we'll let you out, but you have to do this. It's a suicide mission, but like you'll be free."
That's the
maybe?
assumption. But he didn't say
they didn't really explain it on the top.
Yeah. Either way, he goes out. He finds Bernice. He's captured by mutants. Loses a testicle
immediately,
and an elbow. Helps the disenfranchised rise up and defeat the governor for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe Chris can help me understand this one when he explains the movie.
I'll have a hard time at that.
All right.
I'll do my best. Well, thank you for that explanation. Rob, Why don't you throw it to your best YouTube comment? I still can't believe how mad you went into a boner ad.
Yeah.
I was just having such a hard time keeping it together because you went from like screaming, like raging, pissed off into a boner ad.
It's
Anyway.
yeah. I get that from
Not that he
calling
was
clients.
screaming. He wasn't screaming. He was very.
No,
he was very.
I was
cool.
screaming.
Was,
I get that from calling clients at work. I'm like, stupid motherfucker. Oh, anywho, synergy. Like, fuck everybody.
Anyway,
right.
if you have a boner.
I brought in a handful of YouTube comments because they're really funny. All right. That was a comment from YouTube. Say what you will about Nick Cage, but as Hollywood is running low on ideas and doing reboots, he's at least trying fresh ideas with directors who have more artistic licensing. I'll check this one out sometime. This was in response to the trailer. They're all in response to a trailer. I agree. Yeah. Whoever said that. This strikes me as a documentary of what Nick Cage just does on a regular basis. Also true. In the future, a geriatric man sits at a campfire and says, "Gather round, my children, and let Grandpa tell you the tale of the legendary Nicolas Cage, the greatest actor of all time, except for Ghost Rider." I also agree with that. And then the final comment, I live and respect that. I think they meant to say love and respect, but they say, I live and respect that Nick can do a wide range of roles. Most actors really get stuck artistically in one type of character in movies. He has the ability to do every genre created and does every character well. So like a lot of sanity in a place where that's very rare to find.
Not sure about that.
Would you like to talk about the production?
Yes. And my computer's back, so I'm off the phone.
And I really hope I'm recording the right screen.
It's Smack Daddy. El Nino.
I can't check without stopping it and then seeing it how it's saved.
Where's production?
It looks good though. The test run was fine. Okay.
Yes.
What was bad about
worst
this movie?
production? Worst production for me is Lost in Translation. That's my tagline.
Okay.
So the creator / director, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. He considers himself to be an auteur, and
yeah,
but he's also a very celebrated director in Japan, though his work is far from mainstream, especially over there. Now, unfortunately, the storyline to this pile is completely mainstream. It really is, but it's tossed in like a weird imagery that almost has nothing to do with the narrative or interpretation of any on-screen events. So stripped down, like most Cage throwaway movies, no offense, Rob, this could have been an hour-long television episode with commercials. Like, I've seen my share of artistic films, and this was not one of them. I respect the director for trying something different, because as this film was his first overseas debut and his first English language debut. But it didn't translate as art or cinema. It was just noise over top of a tropey storyline and a screaming and testicle dropping Nick Cage.
Is that it?
That's it.
Everybody, you heard it here first. Bob doesn't like art. So let's move on to the next segment, piece by piece of shit. Piece by piece of shit.
Pardon my yes.
Maybe we should have technical difficulties before every episode, because I feel like I'm on a tear right now. All right.
In our opener, did he yell bonsai when he
probably
broke the door down?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, just wanted to point that out. A bank styled after a Squid Game fantasy is our opening set as Nicolas Cage starts screaming at cashiers for the money, of course. He has a Frankenstein henchman with him, and he's about to be murking a kiddo, which is pretty fucked up. That is not Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
We get the idea that Frankenstein's about to murder a kid, and Nicolas Cage looks and he's like, I think we're supposed to debate whether or not Cage is okay with killing a kid at this point. I don't know. We're transported to Sex Prisoner Street in postmodern Japan. 3 women escape their cage and drive off into the desert. One of them wakes up in an apocalyptic setting. Apparently, she was having a nightmare about escaping or whatever, which she just did. I gotta say, in 6 minutes, a lot of fucking dumb shit.
A lot of stuff happens in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But does it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, not really, actually. It's just like two characters looking back at themselves and then waking up in different places.
It's called world building.
Okay. What a world. We'll get into how vast this sprawling universe is in a little while, but back to future Japan as we convene with Cage in his prison cell. He promptly is dragged out of it and is exposed to the gathering crowd in his sumo diaper. Which brings me to my number one. Well, not my number. No, not my number one. Like, as in first most offensive moment, Nick Cage's ass. Why did we have to see that?
Yeah, they really zeroed in on those cheeks.
Listen, man, there's like 20 movies in which Nick Cage acted that I would rather see his ass in than this one.
Yeah,
just saying.
I'm gonna point out a trope that happened minutes before this. Is he's standing in some kind of underground thing, and there's wood slats with sun shining just through the slats.
Yeah.
It's such a tropey prison.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Like he's got people walking above and over him. It happens in Young Guns 2, early in Young Guns 2.
Yeah.
It's Kiefer Sutherland
there's
and Lou Diamond Phillips. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, let's we're gonna be thrown into our first clip. I'm gonna give you a little context first. Weird shit going on here. This is after we see Cage's ass and he's dragged out of his prison cell, including the director hoping for a Christopher Waltz character, but instead he's just getting this like total douchebag in this first worst dialogue clip. This is masticating.
They wanted the white suit guy from Stephen King's The Stand, but they got like Arliss Lovelace from Wild Wild West, but with legs.
Well, Lovelace had better lines, honestly.
All right, here we go.
Let me see your balls.
What the fuck?
Don't mess my white shoes up.
Shorty.
Is this him?
Yes, sir, Governor.
He's a mean-looking cuss, ain't he?
Not really.
They say you're a veritable phantasm. That you have slipped through the firm grasp of the law more than any other man on God's great earth. They also say you're the one who robbed the Bluefer National Bank in P-29, killing, among others, 3 tellers, 2 security guards, a retired Navy colonel, his mother, and a small boy whose only crime was masticating a sweet, cheery cherry gumball.
That is terrible, dude. Like, Loveless is actually a great pull. It is so like they were hoping for Loveless from Wild Wild West, which is not a thing to strive for because we made fun of that movie too. Where can you see that, Rob?
www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Sometimes the audio and video quality is better than other times.
Veritable phantasm, huh?
Veritable phantasm.
They were thinking that they had something there where we were going to be like, wow, this guy's so smart and interesting. And then, of course, we had that Japanese girl who really wants to see Nick Cage's balls. Which, again, I'm pretty sure I voiced this opinion on the show before, but I'll do it again, maybe for the first time. I'm pretty sure that girls aren't that into guys' balls.
No.
I just don't really think that the dangling berries is really what
evolutionarily speaking, there's a reason they hang below the shaft and head. So they're not in the way. Yeah. You can just like swoop them aside. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was meant to be like a not a shame thing, but some kind of a like I don't know, like
a shame kink. I think. Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
someone make
Yeah.
fun of him. Like let's make fun of him for something, and balls are easy because everyone's got ugly balls. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, who's got the prettiest pair of balls on earth? I'm not sure that I can guess, but it's not Nicolas Cage, judging by his saggy ass.
Probably Neil Breen.
Oh, it might be the Breen bag. Yeah,
Because he was tight
you're
and
right.
tanned and double down.
He was floating that Breen bag all over the pool, and we got
He
a good
was.
look at it. So,
Yeah.
speaking of Squid Game chasing, let's check out another awkward scene here. I don't really know what they're going for if it isn't Squid Game, and that's TikTok.
90 years without somebody. Tick tock, it's nice, it's memory. Tick tock, it's long, short, little again, radio man died.
My, don't that fit nice and snug?
No, dude.
Just beyond
no.
the point where we now stand
No.
lies a stretch of highway where evil reigns.
We lost you, Chris. We lost the microphone again.
Oh man. He's back.
Hello?
Tell me you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay. He's just not cool. He's not evil. I want to hate him like I do Christopher Waltz in Inglourious Basterds. And that's what they want from me. They want me to be like, wow, what a sick sadistic, twisted fuck with like the intellect where you kind of like him anyway,
Yeah.
even though you're really not supposed to.
Yeah.
But you don't get that. You're just like, this guy's just fucking lame and I hate him. And he would never like rise to prominence in any scenario. He would just like, somebody would just like punch him in his chest and he would just like collapse like a little baby in front of everyone. Yeah. and then no one would care about him ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this Kentucky Fried Colonel wannabe is trying to be, he's trying to get Cage to get his daughter back, or his granddaughter, or whatever. Bernice, his granddaughter.
So he calls his sex slaves his granddaughters. They're not like actually his granddaughters. Like
Okay.
Totally. Yeah.
So he wants to bang his direct family.
No, he wants to bang his sex slave, but he gets off on calling them his granddaughters.
Yeah.
He wants to bang young women, but he calls them granddaughters. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that seems like a standard cult kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it happens to be Bernice from earlier, the one that like escaped the sex prison street or whatever.
Yeah.
So he affixes Cage with an explosive suit set to explode if Cage gets a boner. They give him a car, and Nick says, "No, I'm not taking the car." So he gets on a bicycle. There's like, which they're like, here's a car again, like
a Toyota Celica.
Yeah, it was a nice little commercial, but like the colonel, the man in white's right hand man gives him the car again, and he's like, "All right, I guess I'll take it." I will say it's fun to see good old Nicolas Cage on a bicycle again.
You can see it in our Wicker Man episode at www.theworstmovieevermade.com. He also rides a bike in that one.
Fuck yeah, he does. And we like, I mean, we get like 2 minutes of him on bicycle though for Wicker Man. Yeah. We only get like maybe 6 or 7 seconds of him on bicycle here. But it's like he definitely outpaces Furlong, I think, on the bike. Yeah. Who would win a bike race? Cage or Edward Furlong, you think?
Cage.
It's Cage, right? I mean, Cage in The Rock versus Edward Furlong in Terminator. It's not even a question. Yeah. Forget it.
Yeah, I got 2 things from what you just mentioned. First of all, wouldn't, if he's trying to get fresh with the girl or hurt the girl, wouldn't the explosives hurt her too? Because he's right next to her?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That's not thinking straight.
It's best not to think about it.
And second of all, when they pick him for this mission, they have all these thugs who are like, like nunchucks and shit.
Yeah.
Why is he the one He has all these people to choose from. Or he could have picked all of them and have all of them rush out to find this girl. But he's like, no, just him. I just want.
Well, because he's a veritable phantasm.
Yeah, I think it's because he's like he's
Chris.
morally questionable, but like willing to go the extra mile because he thinks he's the one that killed all those innocent people. And he's like, I need that kind of energy on this search for my. I'm stretching. Right. I'm giving too much credit. I understand.
I need that kind of psycho. Yeah,
that's not a bad logic. I'm not.
They don't make it clear.
But I get it. Yeah, no, they don't know.
Why not send Yasuhiro? Send Yasuhiro. That's all I'm saying. They gave him. Okay, so we went through that. He immediately crashes the car that he was just given.
Yeah, without hesitation, actually.
Yeah, no, he like just drives it into a pile of rocks. And he wakes up being wagoned to town. By what we must assume are religious fanatics, or something. They're all like in cloth and shit, which I'm not even sure that we see all these like heavily cloth laden people again. There's all this like toilet paper and shit, and I'm like, what is going on here? And then we never see any like what is that like sack race material?
Burlap.
There's people in burlap and there's people in toilet paper, like wrapped up, and we never see another person in toilet paper or burlap again after that. So I don't really know what happens there. But here's Cage getting to know the locals as he's wagoned into town. This clip is called Reference.
And this is in reference to 1993's Deadfall, which we also covered.
Which we did.
At www.theworstmovieevermade.com. This is our most valuable episode per capita when it comes to episode drops. I'm so happy. All right, here we go.
Oh my god, me too.
Go! Christ up you!
I'm in all is in vain. You must surrender to fate. You have wandered off your path and stumbled into unknown danger. You were fortunate the Rat Man and his rat clan found you along the highway and brought you to the Ghostland. Perhaps you should offer him gratitude.
There we have it again.
Sam fucking Peckinpah.
So we're back to him immediately. We're back to him looking for Bernice. So he starts undressing a bunch of artistic chicks. And after like 4, he finds a girl he's been looking for like a whole hour. Like I really thought he was gonna Frog. What was it? Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Hell Comes to Frogtown, which you can find at www.theworstmovieevermade.com.
You know how Roddy Piper spends like most of the movie looking for the chick he's looking for?
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the like point of the movie. It was to find Bernice, and he was going to have to like battle demons of all sorts, mutants, what have you.
I know, he finds her right away.
In the he finds her in like an hour. It's pretty impressive. She's like the 4th girl he looks at. Like, comparing the photo, he must have been like, wow, this is the least amount of time it's ever taken me to find someone I was hired to find.
At least until we find the 9-hour director's cut.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So she can't talk because she's seen too much evil.
Yes.
Which they keep, I think they keep that incredibly unclear.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's only a problem for him because his dick exploding suit is primed to explode if she doesn't say her name into his wrist. So it's a problem that she's seen too much evil to speak anymore.
Yeah.
So Cage puts her in a wagon, the same one he was dragged into town on, I assume. Yeah. And then drags her over to the 18-wheeler exhibit. Where he gets a fuel for his crashed car on a pile of rocks. This is where things go wrong, guys. He tells Bernice to take the rest of her weird rubber suit off. And I'll do a little Cage here, but he's like, take it off. And then he tells her to open your mouth. And then he pours water into her mouth, and he's like,
Mhm.
oh, yeah. And it's like a total fucking freak about it.
Yeah.
And he turns rehydrating her into something oddly erotic and apparently gets it chubby. And that leads us to our number one most offensive moment of the movie. Watch this shit in Take It Off.
The number
What's
one
it gonna be?
most offensive moment.
You want to be Satan or what?
If I'm not mistaken, we have an abuser that goes with this too, right?
I think we do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we can couple that nicely.
Yeah, here is Take It Off. I went a couple seconds longer because I wanted that woo.
Okay.
Baby, take it off. Take it off. Oh, that's quite a scar you got there. You did that roller skating?
Woo! Okay, and I think it's abuser number 2. That's when his nut gets blown up and he's like, woo, woo. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. That's the wrong abuser. So let me get the timestamp in there
so
for
awesome.
that. Yeah. So let's just get that, and then here's the abuser I was looking for.
Did you hear that like soupy pour of liquid? That was like his testicle fluid.
That was his decimated left testicle.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't decimated. It was in full. It was in full form in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like,
true,
how?
yeah, I guess.
How?
I don't
Well,
know.
not to bring it back to Wild Wild West, but when Jim, who is played by Will Smith, like realizes the guy doesn't have any organs, he's like, "I'm sure they're in one piece," and the guy's like, "There's no organs," and he's like, "Well, I mean, they're in one piece wherever they are." Like,
Yeah.
his testicle not being in his body, impressively, is in
Yeah.
one piece right there in his hand. It looked
Yeah.
like he just pulled a radish out of the ground.
Yeah, it did.
Well, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice firm testicle,
Yeah.
even after being blown off.
Stump
Anyway,
day, bloody stump day.
that's right. His dick flies off. Well, at least one testicle. He passes out again.
Yeah.
He passes out again, which is the only way that they know how to move time forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
He dreams of the bank robbery gone wrong again. This time we actually see his accomplice go nuts and kill people, absolving Cage to the viewer, although this is still felony murder.
Yeah.
He wakes up and is immediately attacked by zombies who make who make sensors in his arm go off, and that explodes.
Yep.
Guess what that does now?
What?
It makes him pass out. He passes out
good
again.
point.
Yeah, but his arm is intact, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's like when you like pull a pan out of the oven, you accidentally touch it against your arm,
Yeah.
and you're like, ah, fuck, that's gonna be 2 weeks.
that's
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the bomb goes off and it's like blows the testicle off, but then just like makes like his arm red when
Yeah.
it goes off on his arm. So I thought that was pretty funny. And so he passes out again. Randomly, we're back in town for a ceremony where the town explains to him why the whole apocalyptic setting happened. A prisoner bus that hit a nuclear transport of some kind causes the whole thing to happen. Turns out Cage's accomplice was driving the bus. More on that later.
When you
find
say
out.
this all out loud, it starts to sound ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he driving the bus or was he in the bus? I feel like it was
According
a
to the
transport he was-
cartoon, he was driving the bus.
Oh, the cartoon. Okay, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, the cartoon
Oh,
that
yeah.
they made. So, like, I it's not.
Which is like-
I won't say that that's the most reliable source.
Sidebar comment: they had like a whole written, like, illustrated history of what happened like a week
Yeah.
ago.
Mhm. Yeah, there really is no fucking time frame.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're really not. I mean, it had to have been recently though, because it was
Yeah.
after the bank robbery that he's in
Yeah.
jail for.
Yeah.
So yeah, none of this shit makes sense. The movie hinges on post-traumatic stress comedy relief, which I think is offensive. Like all these people who are like really fucked up because a nuke went off and like their families died are supposed to be funny to watch.
Yeah,
that's not great. Bernice can speak all of a sudden because she like got it back, and she says her name to Cage's arm while he's passed out, which is it disarms the bomb for another 2 days, which is good.
Yeah.
Back at Wish Christopher Waltz's mansion, we drink some sake and make Young Guns uncomfortable, all but confirming that he is a total creep.
Yeah.
So now we know he's like really evil, right? He's definitely the bad guy. And he asks his right-hand samurai that I mentioned before, Yasushiro, to execute the girl that helped Bernice escape. He does so. So he's like fucked up, you know? Back at the clock tower town, Bernice interrupts a gathering. In our next clip, this is Ghost Town.
Of course it is.
Listen to the story.
Stop!
Your voice! How did you manage to reclaim it?
Those things, they came out of nowhere.
They stop anything on that highway. No one escapes the Ghostland. You hear? No one!
So that's when it became like sort of clear to me that they were not able to like leave their little clock tower town.
Yeah. I think that's the first mention of it.
Which is the whole title of the movie. Those are the prisoners of Ghostland, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Well, I mean, they really didn't, like, I had to search for the answer here, which is not good story writing.
No.
Yeah.
And then suddenly Cage comes through the gate, and I guess they thought he was dead. I don't really, like, because his arm blew up or something. I don't know.
Is this before or after he finds his football helmet?
No, it's before. It's before the football helmet.
Okay. Yeah, it's before that.
There's 2 quick scenes with the football helmet. Not sure what that did or what it was supposed to do. And he reveals a dark secret for us. You guys can listen to this one. We're going to call this radioactive. It's a bit of a clip.
Yeah.
I always have the same dream.
你看到了什么? What did you see?
The ruins. The people standing there. Suffering.
It's the spaghetti western music that kills me. The good, bad, ugly shit.
All the people I harmed. But yesterday, they came to me. And they helped. And I know why. I understand. They helped me. Because I am radioactive.
你看到了什么?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Honest to God, have no idea what that means.
It's like the guy who directed it or wrote it, like he had his script in Japanese and then he ran it through like the 2002 version of Babelfish on Netscape, and that was a screenplay.
All right, fair enough. The best that I can think of was something like he and his accomplice Psycho are the kind of guys that cause trouble for other people. Yeah. And Psycho was so bad that he like caused a nuke that killed everybody. Yeah. But in the same way, like Nicolas Cage's bad actions caused like local, less devastating trouble, and like
So
he's
like
radioactive in that way.
So like a fission versus fusion type of thing or something, like a metaphor.
Like Psycho was way worse for society than him.
Okay.
But it was like bonked over our heads with his nuclear bomb accident.
Yeah.
But Nicolas Cage is also bad for people around him. He just can't help it. That's just the way he is because he's radioactive. That was like the best I can figure.
Okay.
But I hate it because that is like probably a stretch that I allowed for them that they didn't even mean.
Yeah.
So apparently it is not possible to escape the clock tower because there's those like zombies who are ghosts that won't let you leave. Right, guys?
Yeah.
I guess.
Anyway, newly enlightened Cage says it's time. And he's right. It is time. Time for the number one worst dialogue moment in this movie. This is
most of the time bad dialogue just sounds to me like walking up the Clinton Park. And this is the worst dialogue of the movie.
What's it called?
This is Testicle.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Now hear this? Ghostlanders!
Yeah.
Tomorrow, getting out of here. Impossible!
It's impossible.
Impossible? Ha! If you had told me 3 days ago I'd be standing here with one arm and one testicle! Trying to reason with you, bitches! I would have said impossible too. But I'm telling you, there's a way.
There is no way.
Yes, there is. And if we don't stop them, they'll break free. They'll roam the world, terrorizing and killing. We'll be their prisoners forever.
Now, why are we afraid? It's just telling the time.
And there you have it. The whole reason that we're doing this movie is because Rob like skimmed this at 4x speed for his like website, and we haven't noticed that Nicolas Cage screamed "testicle" really weird, and now we're doing this movie.
That's it in a nutshell. That's it.
Yeah.
No, but you know,
well said, Bob.
It's one of those things. I review like movies as one of my jobs, and every once in a while, like that's how I heard about Not Another Church Movie. Was through that job.
I'm not.
And that was
glad.
a great episode, and you can
glad.
find that at www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Yeah.
Fuck, man. Can we find another way to pull in another episode so that you can plug us one more time? All right. Well, there you have it. Let's follow that jewel with another. This is Ratman.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you can stay here, suffer, survive. I don't have the time. I got one day to tear this shit apart. So you can either help me or rot. Ratman! Hey, Ratman! I want to make a deal with you. I know you're intelligent. You make the deal, I'll give you some cheese. Maybe some pickled fish. Where are you? Ratman! There you are. Come on out. Would you take it easy? I don't want to hurt you. I just want to talk to you. Come on.
Ratman.
What's it going to take to fire all these cars up and get the hell out of here?
Hey, Ratman.
Which Ratman never does. He's asking for help from all the locals who never fucking help him.
Yeah.
No,
was this not a giant flaw for you guys?
This
was him being like, you guys have more strength than you know. You outnumber the governor and his folk.
Yeah.
They may seem like they're big and strong because they have guns and swords, but there's 1 million of you and there's only 1,000 of them. Let's go storm the castle. And then nobody but Nicolas Cage and Bernice do a fucking thing.
Yeah, the segue implies, fuck it, I'll do it myself. After rallying the troops, he's like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I got my football helmet and my weird arm.
I'm gonna help you. And Ratman, by the way, reminded me of Leguizamo from the movie Spawn.
www.theworstmovieevermade.com. I am not plugging at the end of the show. I think we've got our mileage in. By the time we
get
another 20 minutes out. Yeah, he does.
You know? He definitely does. So my question here is, it's the most offensive moment, and I mean this.
Yeah.
What is at stake?
The Ghostland.
Yeah.
And the prisoners that they're in.
No. There's nothing at stake. I guess Bernice's what do you call that? Her prisonership of the governor.
That's
really all at stake because Cage was in jail anyway. So that's it.
Yeah, to your point, Bob.
I guess
to your point, it's like hardened criminal on suicide mission needs to rescue sex slave for one guy who's just going to move on and kill him anyway if the mission's not accomplished.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so
like
there's literally nothing at stake.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. He just happened to like this girl a lot, so he wants to like do creepy uncle stuff.
Like back shots and stuff, yeah.
With one testicle.
All that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said back shots.
Yeah.
The religious question mark cult question mark loosely affiliated with Cage and Bernice is readying for an escape attempt, I guess, to somewhere. But they're stopped just out of the gate by the zombie ghosts. But good news, Cage knows a guy. Let's check out this clip. This is called Psycho.
Yeah.
This face is not familiar to you?
Yeah, you're Peter Boyle.
Psycho.
I'm in. Lots of wind.
監視と有罪判決を受けた凶暴な囚人たちを運ぶ車に衝突したのさ。その結果、奴らを焼けつくような現象線にさらしたのさ。その焼けざま、ひどい焼けざま。
You're dead. Burning in nuclear hell like everybody else. You ever do that? You ever burn in fucking hell because your friend betrayed you?
Oh my god.
You were always so much fun when you had a couple of shots of whiskey in you.
Come on. All right, so Cage gets Psycho to and Psycho Samurai and his ghosts and his zombies to let them pass so that he can like take out the true evil, which is the Colonel.
Yeah.
Okay, most offensive moment for me. Not the guy who killed everyone at the bank, including a child. 3 tellers, 2 whatevers. That was all blamed on Nick Cage.
Yes.
Like it's actually his accomplice, the Frankenstein psycho guy.
Yeah.
He killed everyone at the bank with no remorse, including a child.
Yeah.
He's not the ultimate evil. It's the guy that's like totally a creep towards women. We don't know for sure that he's like doing anything with them. We can't say that he actually has done anything at this point.
True.
Yeah.
True.
We want to assume that he has because of the nature of their like willingness to like find escape routes at their own risk.
Yeah.
But we don't actually know. We haven't seen anything. We it's like a Zendusky thing. Like He probably raped a bunch of kids in the shower, but I mean,
allegedly.
We don't know it. Yeah. So I'm just saying, we don't like. What's the greater evil here? The guy who like we have seen shoot children, or the guy that we think is like at least a creepy uncle? Probably worse.
But the guy that shot children did get in a nuclear bus crash that was apparently living hell. So
but I mean, you know,
he got his comeuppance. Yeah.
I guess I would. You know what? I guess I would rather die in a nuclear explosion and become a ghost who gets to continue living in like a school bus.
Yeah.
Than be a horrible person who doesn't know like what his like rapey tendencies.
They were all
are actually doing to people.
You know, they were all there. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but the governor doesn't even realize. Like, I'd rather be the guy who dies in a nuclear accident than the guy that doesn't even realize how perverse he is.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Anyway, he's called the governor now. So showdown time. Here's the governor's warm up. Very nearly the #1 worst dialogue of the entire movie, but it's not. This is a clip called Animal Farm.
Ah, yeah, it's like the George Orwell.
Yeah.
Mais quand est-ce qu'il arrive? Quand est-ce qu'il arrive?
Listen up! For the sake of me, birds will fall from the sky. Lions and tigers will bow before me. For the sake of me, mountains and forests will burn themselves down. For the sake of me, everything will be mine. Welcome to my animal farm. Long live the animal farm! Fire! Long live the animal farm! Fire! Long live the animal farm! Fire! Good, boys. All right, that's great. There!
You know, Rob, you were spot on before. You brought up Dennis Hopper, and I couldn't help but think of Dennis Hopper's portrayal of King Koopa here in Super Mario Brothers, a movie we did in a previous episode.
Yeah, and that's at www.theworstmovieevermade.com. And I'm just going to go ahead and just get Crow Wicked Prayer out of the way as well, because he's also in that and talks like that. So, what's it, 10 episodes we plugged just now?
Yeah. Probably.
This is a great episode, which you can also find at www.theworstmovieevermade.com.
Okay, so what the fuck was he talking about with Animal Farm?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I just found out his name is the governor now, and I just found out he calls it his animal farm. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Nick and Governor go face to face, and Bernice's crazy sister grabs a machine gun. She lets loose on the governor's men, killing 20% of them. It really doesn't matter. Yeah. Cage goes 50-on-1. Nobody with guns shoots at him. He grows an Assassin's Creed blade out of his wrist that we haven't seen before. And then he gets help from Yashashiro, who ends up fighting Nicolas Cage anyway. The guy that has a redemption arc ends up deciding to fight Nicolas Cage anyway. I didn't understand that at all.
I didn't get it at all. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I was very annoyed by it, as a matter of fact. Bernice's fucked up sister is doing the dying acting thing, and it's enough for our #1 most worst acting moment.
Okay.
Well, if they're not the worst actor,
they're all useless sluts.
This is the worst acting.
Let's do Prisoner.
Bring it. Am I gonna die? Don't be a fool. You're strong.
I'm not gonna die.
Run away. Leave me and run away. You're safe here. You're safe. I will come back for you. You're not a prisoner anymore. I'm not a prisoner. That's right. You're not a prisoner. I'm not a prisoner. You're not a prisoner. I'm not a prisoner.
The death of Beaker. Honestly. After this, Bernice starts fighting with a katana, and she can go with a blade, bro.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Cage takes out Yoshijiro. Yay. I guess we're supposed to be happy about that, even though they spent most of the movie building his character towards one that should be sympathetic and
I couldn't figure that out.
justifying his killings and stuff. I didn't know why they bailed on it. Bernice kills the governor, and she says she does it for all the sweet peaches.
Yes. You know why?
Because
you know why? Because he could eat a peach for days or hours, which was in Face Off, which you can find at
www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Bernice shoots the governor, right?
She does.
Yes.
A number of times.
In the chest.
With a 6-shooter.
Yeah.
And guess how many bullets came out?
12?
7.
Okay.
Oh, no way.
Maybe she had one in the chamber.
They fucked up so barely.
32 in the clip. Yeah.
There's no chamber in a 6-shooter.
I'm not a gun. I'm not a gun trying to write an autobiography over here. I'm just speculating.
That was a great response. Thank you. That was the correct answer, Rob. Thank you.
Yes. Some chick runs from the governor, and we saw her ringing a bell before, so we're supposed to know who she is. But some chick runs from the governor's sex slave street back to the clock tower town, and it takes minutes, which means that they're neighbors. There is literally no distance between the modern Japanese place and the clock tower town.
So it's what's the Patrick Swayze movie where he's got to be nice until you're not nice? What's that called? Roadhouse, which we did at www.theworstmovieevermade.com. But the whole
the bad guy's right across the pond.
Is located right next to that parking garage.
Yeah. He's renting out a space in the farm, literally across the pond from the evil guy. Who's
it's all right there, contained in that little universe.
He's got all these tittied women swimming in the pond. Yeah. Anyway, the clock tower explodes. Yay. For why?
I don't know.
Why does that happen? Why does the clock tower explode?
Symbolism.
Yeah.
What does it symbolize?
Future.
Freedom.
Why? How?
Because.
What time is it? I feel like that Flavor Flav should have given us some info.
Yeah.
Or something.
I don't know, Chris. I'm not a clock over here right now.
Fair enough. Yeah. Good point.
That's true.
Time to make the town over, I guess. That's what the clock symbolizes. Because Nicolas Cage and Bernice is gonna be dead soon, sister, because she got shot 18 times. Are gonna make over the town, and that's the end of our story. Why don't we throw it to Bob for fact or no fact?
Sure.
Bob's about to spit some facts, so
Shut your hole!
God, I fucking hate this. Oh, Frog Time.
Cause you're gonna wanna
Eat that shit up.
All right.
Ghosts of Prison Land is the movie, and we're doing fact or no fact. I'm going to read you guys 5 things. One's a lie. See if you can find out which one the lie is. The rest are true, and that's truth stranger than fiction. First one. Nicolas Cage met his 5th wife during shooting.
Wow.
Okay.
Second one. The movie was delayed for 1 year because the director had a heart attack. Third one. Nicolas Cage's 14-year marriage came to a sudden end before shooting, and he claims this role was a way to express his rage. Fourth one. This movie premiered as part of the Sundance Film Festival, only the second Nick Cage movie to do so. And the fifth one. This is the 4th Nicolas Cage movie with Ghost in the title.
Okay, so you have Prisoners of Ghostland, you have Pay the Ghost, You have Ghost Rider. What would the fourth one be?
Ghost Rider 2.
Ghost Rider 2. Yeah. All right. So that tracks. Sundance. I feel like this is more of like a TIFF festival than a Sundance thing, but I could be wrong there. So here's where I'm getting confused here. He met his 5th wife during shooting after his 14-year marriage came to a sudden end. But I don't think he's been married 4 times, especially for that long, because that put it like a 2010. I know he had like a short thing with Lisa Marie Presley. I don't really know much about the man's personal life because I feel like knowing it would strip his mystique away from me, and I don't want that ever to happen. So, and then the heart attack. I mean, I'm going to say he met a wife during shooting, but it wasn't his 5th. So I'm going to say number 1 is the lie. I want to say he's on like wife number 3. In my mind, that's acceptable for a star of his caliber. Like you have like your young fun wife, you have like your middle-aged wife, then you have your Twilight wife, and I feel like he probably met his Twilight wife, which would be his 3rd.
Okay, that's some weird thought process there.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with number 2. I don't think the guy had a heart attack.
Okay. You're both wrong, but
God.
Rob, you were closer, Rob. Nicolas Cage did meet
I'll go with number 3
wife during a shooting and is currently his 5th wife.
That's disappointing.
Wow,
so he doesn't commit.
Yeah,
I don't like that he doesn't commit.
He sucks.
So the second one. So this movie was optioned and like publicized in 2018 as like, we're gonna make a Nick Cage movie with this famous Japanese director. And then sometime late 2018 or early 2019, the director had a heart attack. And Nick Cage actually said, we're moving the production from Mexico into Japan so the director could be closer to home, which was nice.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage's 14-year marriage did come to a sudden halt, but not before shooting this. Before shooting Mandy.
Okay. Which I heard
that makes more sense too, because that is a very visceral depiction of rage. It's a great fucking movie.
Yeah, his quote was, "I didn't see this divorce coming, and those feelings had to go somewhere, so they went into my performance."
Yeah, Mandy's fucking insane, dude. Yeah, Mandy is fucking insane, though.
This movie did premiere at Sundance, and it was only the second one to do so. The only other one was Nicolas Cage's Mandy.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. This is the 4th Cage movie with a ghost in the title. Yes, it was Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, and Pay the Ghost, and then of course this one.
Pay the Ghost is weird because like his son disappears and dies, then he has to buy a candy bar from a vending machine and say the hungry rabbit jumps, and then it sends him on this weird wild goose chase.
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah.
Not for him.
Yeah,
it is. All right, good job, guys.
All right, let's throw it to
let's move on.
Well, not really, because you win.
Way to go, Bob. Yeah. All right, what we're watching?
Maybe not really.
Yeah,
still a good job. Okay.
Bob beat us twice. He won.
Thanks,
All right. Let's talk about whatever wizard thing and whatever Jersey thing you're watching this week.
No wizards.
I bet you that virgin bride tastes just like cherry pie.
I'd eat that shit up.
Okay, let's take a bite out of what we're watching.
I do need to make a fact correction here. The Hungry Rabbit Jumps happens in Seeking Justice, but the candy bar happens in Pay the Ghost. All right, anywho. Hey, Chris.
Pound it.
Chris.
Oh. No, Bob, you gotta go this way. You gotta go the other way. Oh, all right.
I don't think so. Right. No? Really?
On my screen, on the one that matters. Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. Chris. This is how it looks on when I watch it on Spotify. It's exactly like this.
Oh, for me, it's like you gotta go. Chris has to go this way, and you gotta go this way. But you guys were just going like that way. Unless I gotta run some tests.
Well, as you heard from our ear conversation before, Bob and I both we go both ways. So the only thing that I'm watching right now that's new and interesting is, have you ever heard of Thoughty 2? THOUGHTY?
No.
2. Right. He's a YouTuber, but like so he goes over like really weird and interesting things that like are science fact, but like
He's
things
a
that happened in the
gatekeeper
universe.
of useless facts. Okay.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. So like I was just watching so he was talking about this bank heist that happened, and like the clickbait title was like something like, this bank heist was solved by a salami sandwich. And it was like the most well thought out bank heist you've ever heard of, and he goes through every detail of how they did it.
Yeah.
And then their DNA was like picked up off a salami sandwich they dropped like on the side of the road, like 30 miles away from the crime scene.
I'm literally subscribing to this right now.
Yeah, no, dude, every one of his videos is interesting. Like, super fun. He's awesome. And he's like nonpartisan. There's nothing that would turn you off about him.
It's just objective,
no matter what. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
So just enjoy that. That's all I got. Bob?
I'm going to try to go through this fast because I got 3. David Tell's Netflix stand-up special called Hot Cross Buns. Really funny. Came out a couple years ago. I finally got to see it. It's really, really, really fucking funny, Rob.
I like him. I didn't know he had that.
Yeah.
I hate stand-up.
It came out a couple years ago. The 2 clips I've sent you guys were both from that show, so you'll like it. Pregnant by the Pastor. I'm going to say 1 and 2 because they came out pretty much side by side, and it's basically one long story that could have been one short story.
Got it.
It's a 98% black cast and crew. They make a movie to promote a book. They honestly did their best. They think it's really good, but it's so bad. We're doing it for the pod someday. It's my new Rosebud. And lastly, Intruder, 1989. It's a slasher film that I can't believe I never heard of until now. The stars you'd recognize are Sam Raimi, Ted Raimi, and a cameo by Bruce Campbell.
Okay.
Everyone else is relative unknown. It's gory, it's bloody, it's a little funny, it's a little scary. It's pretty original, though. At its core, it's a slasher. So if that's not your thing, then just fucking skip it. But it's on Tubi.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
I'd recommend it. If you like a good slasher, this is a good, nice, unique twist on one. I like it.
Cool.
Nice.
Great. Rob.
All right. I got 4 things. We talked about this off air. Uncut Gems, Adam Sandler. I've been putting it off because he only does dramatic roles so few and far between.
Right.
Same reason I haven't watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet. It's like Tarantino's only going to do 10 movies and I have a whole lifetime ahead of me. It's just like, I'll get to it and it'll probably be good when I get there. It's an anxiety attack. It's one of those movies like he just makes bad decision after bad decision and you're just sitting there like, dude, fucking stop. It's like, you get, what's that, Schadenfreude, or like when you get like secondhand anxiety or embarrassment for somebody.
That's delighting in someone's pain though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're not delighting. You're just sitting there. You're sharing it with it. It's fucking. It's dude. Sandler's. Like, he's a fucking talented man, dude. I know he likes doing the shitty movies, but like, good on him, man.
God, I hate him.
I watched a movie that came out in 2020 by Brandon Cronenberg, not David Cronenberg. It's his son, called Possessor.
Yeah.
It's like Inception if it were good. Basically, an assassin basically goes into someone else's brain implant and carries out the hit and then like shoots themselves to go back to their own reality.
Okay.
But unlike Inception, they just lay down the quick ground rules and then like it just happens to you and then you don't know what. It's not like dream within a dream within a dream. It's like a waking nightmare and everything goes fucking horribly wrong. It's fantastic. Cool. I'm like blonde. It's like it's a female John Wick. I would let her slap me around for like hours. If it meant, I can get close to her for.
Well, she just came out as gay, so you have your 0.00001% chance just turned into a 0.0000000%.
Damn. Okay, and she does have there is some rug munching in Atomic Blonde. That's worth checking out. And then
not a coincidence.
I don't know. Last one. It's a horror film made with life-size puppets on real sets called Abruptio. It's on Tubi. It's about a guy who finds out he has a bomb implanted in the back of his neck, and then the person who implanted it him like texts him and makes him do horrific shit so he doesn't blow up.
Cool.
But like it's got it's got Christopher McDonald, Jordan Peele, Sid Haig, and like a posthumous role. It came out in 2023. It is fucking disturbing. I strongly recommend it, and that's all I watched. I watched more than that. Those are the four that.
What's that called again?
Abruptio.
Okay, Abruptio. Okay.
It's fucking horrifying. It's Uncanny Valley. Looks like real people if you squint, but they're puppets if you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
Weird. All right, let's go to.
Keep talking, and I'm gonna go get those credit names pulled up really quick.
Let's throw it over to everyone's favorite fucking segment. You know, I get emails about this every week about how much these people, these audience members, the crowd that we have just gathering at the altar of bad credit names. I can't believe it. I'm just so happy, you know, because I put a lot of extra effort to get those names at the end of every episode. It just takes me another, half an hour of my hard-earned dollars that I don't spend on anything other than your time, listening audience. I love you guys. And you know what? It's just so good to hear the feedback where everyone's like, this is a great segment, Chris. I love you for doing this.
Such a great
and I'm like, let's fucking do segment. Bad credit names. How about it?
And here's the thing. Whenever I add those files to the soundboard and there's no lag when it happens, give me 1 second.
I mean, it just like,
we're just gonna go to that downloads tab.
It's just like we're all tickling each other, like underneath.
Chris,
yeah.
File format type not supported. Did you save it as an MP3?
Jesus H. Christ.
Let me try downloading it.
Man, here I am trying to fucking hold on a minute.
I'm gonna re-download it. Just make sure it's not. No, yeah, you saved it as a file, not as an audio file.
I you know what I did is I edited the name at the wrong. All right, so I'm just going to share it as alien names again. You'll see it pop up in a second.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Because I just copied.
Let me know when it's up there.
It is up.
All right, I want to hit refresh again. Oh, there we go. Alien names, which is actually Ghostland names. We are professional. This is our 226th episode.
This is us. You know what? Thank God that we are just so good at this. And it's amazing the feedback we get about that credit name segment and our no issues ever that Chris never causes in any show ever.
0. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, without further ado, we were not stalling for anything. Here we go.
George A. Lucas, Lisa, Reza 6005, Joseph Trapanese, Constant Voice On, Cyborg Kaori, KD Peabody, Hama, and Saga Morigami. Bye.
I'm about to have a Saga Morigami after this fucking night. But you know what? Comedy. We're killing it.
Fuck yeah, man. Let's start to the offensive minigame.
All right.
The episode
it's time
is
for
insane.
us to decide what's the most offensive in the offensive minigame.
Get it right, Cracker Jack.
This whole production has been a real kick in the testicles.
Ow! Road rash cuck partner or murderer/molester standoff.
Murderer molester standoff, because once again the cuck fantasy was it was wish fulfillment. So
she was in.
Yes,
Goblin
I agree on that one.
Goblin golf cart or post traumedy chops.
Post traumedy chops.
Yeah, let's go post traumedy chops.
For offensive, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Horny hydration or friend's house fapping it.
Horny hydration.
Man. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Would you hurt yourself roller skating? Oh, take it off.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Oh yeah.
This canteen is symbolizing my dick, and then my nuts are gonna get blown off.
And he had to get a boner because his dick blew off. So
yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, let's throw it to the movie comparison.
That's so great that our episode was brought to you by Unexpected Boners, because I didn't even think about that, and it tied in so well.
It was an unexpected boner plug, but I thought once it was plugged that it was an expected boner plug, but it wasn't, which is unexpected.
Unexpected.
Very boner.
Time to compare the movie.
I need that shit up.
This is really going to be the defining moment here, because I don't know what has worse acting or worse dialogue.
Yeah, true.
Force it out. We'll get it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hobgoblins or prisoners of the Ghostland.
Yeah.
Continuity catastrophe or lost in translation for production. What do you guys say?
Continuity.
Yeah, I'm going continuity.
Offensive actually goes to prisoners of the Ghostland. Dialogue.
I want to say
the
Gremlins one.
Yes.
The
Hobgoblins. I was afraid of recency bias. But you guys are you're too true.
Yeah.
How about acting?
Hobgoblins.
Same.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, same. But honestly, close though, because Hobgoblins was Go ahead.
For a demerit, what do you have for prisoners of the Ghostland? What's at stake?
I would just say genre confused. Post-apocalyptic sci-fi western horror thriller, like.
Yeah, I guess that's what he's used to over in Japan. I just don't think it fit here.
Yeah,
but I don't know if that makes it worse than
lackluster lights.
Yeah, that pissed me off a lot because they made such a big deal of it and didn't follow through. Whereas Ghostland, everything they said came to pass. So
yeah,
that's true.
I can't be mad at it.
I think Hobgoblins is worse, but I wish Ghostland nailed it better though.
I fucking hated Hobgoblins.
They could,
but I might have actually hated Prisoners of the Ghostland worse.
Yeah,
I did.
But I mean, the sign speaks for itself. The worst movie for the season is Hobgoblins. Next week we are doing Norbit. Is that a Eddie Murphy vehicle?
It's Eddie Murphy plays 3 people in this one instead of 8.
Oh, okay. So he tones it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Norbit for next week. Rob, why don't you plug us? Throw it to Bob for his last word.
We have Norbit in our orbit, and that was a mailbag from Kayla. And then the following week, we're going to be doing another Nicolas Cage movie. We're going to do another Nicolas Cage movie. Thanks to Ryan. Is it Ryan? Your friend,
Jeff.
Chris? Jeff. Ryan. Nice. Same difference. Jeff, we're going to do the Sir for the following week, and then we're going to close out the season with your mom's request, Chris, which is Primal Fear, 1996. So we're getting close to the end here, and that's all to say. You can find these episodes at www.theworstmovieevermade.com. I've plugged this show enough throughout this episode, so just go to that URL. There are things to click. There are ways to email us. There are ways to find us on social media. You could see the video of us. If you think we're ugly, you could do the audio of us, and everybody wins.
Make fun of us.
We get that
sweet.
We get those sweet ratings. We get the accidental boner sponsorship money rolling in, tens of dollars. Thank you, everybody. Bob, what's your last word?
Obviously, testicles.
I love when you guys yell loud enough to make it clip. It's fucking amazing. Okay.
Testicles.
And we not to.
Testicles. All right. We are going to see you guys next week with Norbit in our orbit.
Norbit. Fuck. Okay, Norbit.
Thanks, Shay. Thanks, man.
For those listening at home, Norbit is streaming on Tubi.
Nice. Good job. That's awesome. Slow Drift,
Tubi.
Joanne, Dustin, Jeff, and Kayla, I guess.
Oh, she had a question.
Kayla
wanted to know what you thought about the end of Penguin.
What did I think about the end of Penguin?
Yes.
I loved it. I understand why it was emotionally gripping and terrible and like really hard to watch. But if they're going to end a season and not make another one, it was a great way to do it. It sucked, but that was the whole point of the show. So
the whole point of his
there you go, Caleb.
Slimy.
I know it wasn't satisfying, but not every show can end that way. Not every hero that you want to live can live. That's not the reality we live in. And
I am waiting.
Did a great job of doing that. I won't spoil it for anyone who didn't watch, but
I am waiting on season 2. They got to have season 2. But all right, bye, Jelly Scoop.
I really hope they do.
All right, bye, Jelly Scoop.
Bye, Jelly Scoop.